The Himalayan nation of Nepal is swept by a growing anti-government resentment. Thousands of citizens recently took to streets demanding the reinstatement of constitutional monarchy in the country. They accuse government of corruption and incompetence. The government, according to the protesters, could not handle the COVID crisis properly. The observers believe that the growing internal feud within the ruling party has also paved way for the demand of monarchy.
Unprecedented scenes emerged on the streets of Kathmandu as thousands of Nepalese citizens held anti-government demonstrations and called for the restoration of constitutional monarchy. Carrying national flags, they chanted pro-monarchy slogans and said that the current communist government had failed in addressing the needs and demands of the people. Protesters also carried images of Emperor Prithvi Narayan Shah, the founding father of United Nepal, and raised slogans against Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli-led federal government. The demonstrators also demanded to declare Nepal as a Hindu state, as opposed to current secular status granted by the Constitution of Nepal, which was enacted in the year 2015. The government, however, has downplayed the protests, calling them sponsored. Protesters say it is people's movement.
आज कुनै पनि पार्टीले मान्छे डाक्दाखेरि यतिको मान्छे कहिले आको देख्नु भएको छ? पैसा दिएर गाडी मान्छे डाकेर मोटरसाइकलमा तेल हाल्दिएर खाना मासु भात खाना दिएर ल्याउँथे। आज हेर्नुस् त स्वत स्फूर्त जनताहरू सडकमा आको, त्यसमध्ये युवा केटाहरू सडकमा आको हेर्नुस् त। यो युवाहरूले अभियान सुरु गरिसकेपछि भोलि अवश्य हामीले सुन्दर नेपालको परिकल्पना गर्न सक्छौं। सुन्दर नेपाल, यो देशमा राज संस्था पक्कै हुन्छ, हिन्दू राष्ट्र पक्कै कायम हुन्छ जबसम्म हुँदैन हामी युवाहरू एकजुट हुन्छन्। अर्को कुरो तपाईहरुलाई जानकारी दिउँ, यो राजावादी भनेर म पनि एउटा स्वच्छ नागरिक हो, राजावादी भनेर यहाँ कचौरा बोकेर हिँड्ने पनि धेरै छ।
The genesis of the re-emergence of the demand for the monarchy has its roots in the growing disillusionment against the government. People's perception has changed substantially against the government in the past 2 years. According to a report released in the late November by Transparency International, 84% of those surveyed said government corruption was a serious problem in Nepal. 58% believed that corruption had gotten worse over the last year. Observers, however, say that the internal feud between the top leadership of the ruling dispensation is the principal reason behind the crisis, and people seem to be losing their faith in the democratic form of government with every other incident in the power corridors.
There is a general disillusionment among people, so this could be an expression of that. And I think when democratic forces don't live up to expectations, both the ruling and opposition parties, then it's inevitable that some alternate force will try to take their place. So that is how I see the revival of this protest.
The modern history of Nepal began with Emperor Prithvi Narayan Shah starting the campaign of reuniting the Nepal in the early 18th century. After centuries of monarchy, Nepal approved a constitution in 1959 under which the first democratic election were held. However, it was soon replaced with another constitution that vested the highest authority and power in the king. The monarchy was finally overthrown in the early 2000s to establish democracy in the state. For a decade and a half, the country is being run by people's representatives in the parliament.